Welcome to Eureka Math. I'm Mr. Shankel. Going to be helping you today with Module 1, Lesson 28. Let's get started. All right, here's the example. If an item is discounted 20%, the sale price is what percent of the original price? Well, to think about this, I want to use this oval. We can think of it as being a whole, the whole thing. So this oval would be 100% of our space, okay, that we're talking about, the space inside of the oval. That is 100%. If we discount the item, that means that there's going to be a percent that we pay. So this percent, the discount actually would be the percent that we save. Okay, and then beyond the percent that we save would be the other part, which would be a percent that we pay. So there's going to be a part that we save and a part that we pay out of the 100%, the original price. So that has to add up to be 100. So if we take this example and we say, well, if the discounted amount was 20%, that would be an amount that we save, 20%, then the amount that we pay has to be 80 so that it adds up to be 100. Okay, so that's how we answer these type of questions. And we're going to need to know that because in our past lessons, we just worried about a part and a whole. It didn't matter what part, but now it does. Now it does. Now it could be the part that we save, or it could be the part that we pay. And we have to know the difference, so we use the correct percent in our equation. All right, so let's see if we can make that work. All right, so here's our next question. If the original price, well, that's a whole, is $400, what is the dollar amount of the discount? Okay, what is the amount of the discount? Well, the amount of the discount is a part that we save. The discount would be the part that we save. So if I need to find the part that we save, I have to use the percent that we save to find that information. And the reason is because ratios have to be consistent and corresponding. If I compare dollars to donuts in one equation, I have to compare dollars to donuts in the second equation. It's the only way we get an equal ratio, okay, an equivalent ratio. So I'm going to use 20%. Remember, percent means per 100, so I have an automatic ratio, 20 over 100. I'm going to set, and remember that is a part to whole ratio. I'm going to set that equal to another part to whole ratio, and I'm going to use the information they gave me, which was that the original price here was $400, and that is a whole, so that's going to go on the bottom. And now I can look for my constant and solve for the missing piece. 1 times 4 is 400. So 20 times 4 is my answer. 20 times 4 is 80. The part that we save, which is the amount of discount, the part that we save is $80. Okay, next question. How much is the sale price? Well, the sale price is a part. This is a part that we pay. The sale price is a part that we pay. So I need to use a percent that we pay. That's this one right here. I have to use that so that it matches. 80% is 80 per 100 is equal to another part to whole ratio, and they gave me the whole, remember, was 400. And now I can use a constant. 1 times 4 is 400. 8 times 4 is my answer. That's 320. So that tells me that the sales price is $320. The discount is $80. Add those together, you get the original price. All right, so very important that we keep in mind, what part are we talking about? Are we talking about a part that we pay? If we are, then we have to use the percent that we pay to find our answer. If we're talking about a part that we save, then we have to use the percent that we save to find our answer. So a little more detailed, and we have to be very careful of that. All right, let's take a look at this table. This table is chock full of information. So I want to take some time to make sure that we all understand what it is that we're talking about. So let's talk about the original price. That's either a part or a whole, and I know that the original price is a whole. It's the entire price before we do anything to it. So this is a whole. I'm just going to make a note here on the top so we can remember. Sales price. Well, it's a part, but I need to know more than just it's a part. What type of part is it? Is it the part that we pay, or is it a part that we save? Well, the sales price is a part that we pay. I'm just going to use a P for pay. It's a part that we pay, the sales price. Okay, the amount of discount is also a part, but that's a discount. We don't pay that. So I'm going to call that the part. Oh, my iPad's doing weird things. That is a part that we save. That's a part we save. Okay, so we have a part that we pay, a part that we save. If we add those two together, we'll get the original price. Okay, let's talk about percent. Well, they kind of labeled it for us. A percent is a part and a whole. But what type of part, right? It's a part that we save. So I'm just going to make a note here. It's a part that we save over the whole. Because we have to remember, percent always means per 100. And it's actually not over the whole, it's over 100. It's a percent that we save, a part that we save out of 100. And that means it's an automatic part to whole ratio. And the percent paid, a part that we pay out of 100. Okay, so using those notes, we're going to know what exactly to use to solve for these missing pieces. Okay, so let's start with the television. And let's see, we know the sales price, that's a part that we pay. And we know the percent saved, that's a part that we save. Part paid and part saved don't match. I can't use these two together. 820% I can't use together. In fact, if we don't pay attention to what type of part we have, you might say, oh, 20%, that means 20 per 100. That's equal to the sales price. That goes on top. And then use a constant. Okay, no problem. This is times 5, 20 times 5, 800 times 5. Well, 800 times 5, that's going to be 4,000. So the original price of the television is $4,000. What? I mean, there are some. This is not one of them. Why is it wrong? Because we used a part that we pay with a part that we save. Can't do that. This is a nonsense number. There's no part of it that's a possible or true answer. So let's get rid of that. And let's think about what we have here. I don't have what I need. I just showed you that doesn't work. But we can fill in this one pretty easily. Right? If I save 20%, then I have to pay 80%. Those two have to add up to be 100. And now look, I have a part paid and a part paid. Those match, so I can use them. So I'm going to go 80%, 80 per 100, is equal to another part to whole ratio where 800 is the part. 800 is the part, and then I look for a constant. Well, 80 times 10 is 800. So 100 times 10 is my answer, and that is 1,000. 1,000 is the whole. That's the original price. So 1,000 goes right here. I could calculate this with the percent, but I don't need to because I can just subtract. The original price, 1,000, minus the sales price, 800, gives me the amount of discount, 200. All right? So there we go. That's what we're doing. We're just making sure that we get the right parts matched up, and then we're solving using equivalent ratios and constants. And we've done a lot of those. All right, let's do another one. Let's try the sneakers. Okay, so the sneakers, I know the original price is $80. That's a whole. And I have the percent saved, and I can quickly get the percent paid. 100 minus 25 is 75%. So I know that. Those two have to add up to be 100. That's no problem. Now, what part do I use? Well, I can use any part that I want. I can try to find the amount of discount, or I can find the sales price. It's up to me because I have the whole, and I can just put that on the bottom and solve for either one. The percent that I choose will determine which one that I solve for. And I'm going to choose 25% because it's easier to find a constant with 25% than it is for 75%. So I'm going to choose that smaller number, and I'm going to go 25 per 100. That's 25%. Remember, this is a part that we save, and that's the whole. Okay? And then I'm going to make an equivalent ratio that also compares a part that we save to the whole. Well, what part of this do I know? I know the original price is $80, and that's the whole. So that's got to go down here. And what I'm solving for is a part that we save, which would be the amount of discount. It's going to go right here. So that's my answer. That's what I'm solving for right now. And I have a nice constant, 100 divided by 4. That's 25. So 80 divided by 4 will be my answer. And 80 divided by 4 is 20. $20 is the amount of discount. That's the part that I save. And then I can find the sales price by just taking the original price, 80, and subtracting the part that I save. And that gives me the sales price, which is $60. All right. There are the sneakers. Okay, how about the video games? Let's do that one. Let me clear some space. All right, video games. What do I know? I know the sales price, and I know the percent paid. They match. Part that I pay, part that I pay. Those match, so I can use those. I can say 90. Let me get my pen here. That one. 90 per 100, that's 90%, is equal to, well, the part that I pay is 54. That goes on top. And there we go. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to solve for the whole, which will be the original price. That's where my answer is going to go. All right. I don't like it because 90 divided by something is 54, but it's not nice. And 90 times something is 100, but that's not nice. So what do we do when that happens? We simplify 90 100ths. I can write 90 100ths as 9/10 just by dividing both by 10. And that's equal to 54 over something. Now I have a nice constant. 9 times 6 is 54. So 10 times 6 is my answer, and that's $60. That means the original price of the video games is $60. How do I find the amount of discount? Well, I take the original price, $60, and I subtract the sales price, and that gives me how much I'm not paying, which is $6. The amount of discount is $6. And then if I'm paying 90%, that means I'm not paying 10%. Those two have to add up to be 100. All right. When I add those two together, I get 100. Every time on there, that's all you have to do on the last two. All right, let's talk about the MP3 player. All right, MP3 player, I know the part that I pay, the sales price is $51.60. I have a percent that I save. Those don't match, so I need this percent that I pay. 40 plus 60 is 100, so I'm going to pay 60%. Now I have a match. I have the percent paid, and I have the part that I pay. Those match up, so I can use that to calculate my answer. 60% means 60 per 100, and the part that I pay is $51.60. All right, and I need the whole. So I'm going to, I don't see a nice constant here, so I'm going to simplify. And it looks like I can divide both of these by 20. So 60 divided by 20, and then I'm going to do 100 divided by 20, and we'll see what we got. We've got 60 divided by 20 is 3, and 100 divided by 20, that is 5. So 3/5 is equal to $51.60. And let's see if we can find a constant here. 3 times something is $51.60. If I don't know, and I don't, then I'm going to work backwards. I'm just going to take the 5160 and I'm going to divide by 3. And that gives me 17.2. Well, I lucked out there. It is a decimal, but it does end. So that's workable, right? I can just multiply 5 times 17.2, and that will be my answer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply by 5, and I get 86. The whole, which is the bottom number, or original price, is $86. All right, how do I find the amount of discount? Well, I subtract. 86 minus 51.60 is equal to $34.40. So that is the amount of discount, and that takes care of the MP3 player. All right, next is the book. And hopefully you're getting the hang of these. You just have to choose the right values, put them in a part-to-whole ratio, equals a part-to-whole ratio, and solve using a constant. I mean, we've done a lot of those. Now we're just being really careful about the numbers we're using to set those equations up. All right, so let's take a look. I've got the amount of discount. That's a part that I save. I have the percent paid. That's a part that I pay. They don't match, so I need the other percent, which will be 20%. 80 plus 20 is 100. Now I have a part that I save and a percent that I save, so I can use those two. 20 per 100 equals, that is a part that I save, the amount of discount, so that $2.80 goes on the top. $2.80 on the top. I'm trying to find the original price, which is a whole. Okay, let's see. 2 tenths. I'm going to simplify this by dividing each by 20 again. And when I do that, I'm going to get 20 divided by 20 is 1, and 100 divided by 20 is 5, and that's equal to $2.80 over something. And I do have two nice constants. Here's one. 1 times 5, that's 5. So 280 times 5 will be my answer. So I'm just going to go to my calculator. $2.80 times 5 is equal to $14. So that is the whole. That's the original price of the book. If I want the sales price, I just subtract 14 minus 280 is $11.20. That's just subtraction. And that's it. That takes care of the book. All right, last one is the snack bar. And let's see what we've got. We have the part that I pay, $1.70, and I have the part that I save, 30 cents. I remember that I can add these up, and that will equal the original amount. The part I save and the part I pay added together is the original amount. So $1.70 plus 30 cents means that the original amount was $2. All right, so now I have my choice. All I have to do is find the percent of either one of those, and I'm, again, going to choose the smaller one because it's easier to change a smaller number and find a constant. So I'm going to use 30 cents as my part. The original price is the whole. That's $2, okay? And then I'm going to set that equal to a percent. I don't know the percent, but I do know that every percent is per 100. And now I do see a nice constant. 2 times 50 is 100. So 30 cents times 50 is going to be my answer. 30 cents times 50, 0.3 times 50 is equal to 15. 15 per 100 means 15%. Okay, now I used this 30%. That is a part that I save. So that's going to help me find the percent that I save. So 15% is going here. 15% is the percent saved. And then 85% will be the percent paid, because those two have to add up to be 100. All right, that's the table. You're going to see that again, definitely on the test. These are great questions. Helps you to practice getting the parts sorted out, and I would definitely make notes of the notes that we wrote, where the original price is the whole, the sales price is a part, the amount of discount is a part that you save, the sales price is a part that you pay, and so forth. If you can remember those, and remember that they have to match up, that's from lesson 1 on ratios. Order is everything, then you've got a chance on these. All right, that is lesson 28. I hope that helps. I'll see you again next time.